The last day of a Disney cruise is always a whirlwind of emotions. You're trying to squeeze in every last bit of magic, but you also have the dreaded task of packing. To make sure your transition back to land is as smooth and stress-free as possible, here are 12 things you absolutely must do the day before you get off the ship. Number 1, settle your onboard account. This is also known as your folio. First things first, open up your Disney Cruise Line Navigator app or head down to Guest Services to check your final folio. Do this in the afternoon, probably later in the afternoon, to make sure that everything is on there. You do not want to wait till the morning of debarkation to realize that there is a mistake on there and then get in line at Guest Services at 7 a.m. while everyone else is in line and the rest of the ship is just trying to get off. Check it the day before so that you are all set for a smooth final day and a smooth disembarkation day. Number 2 is to submit your cast member compliments. Make sure you recognize the amazing cast members who made a difference in your Disney Cruise Line experience. On our last cruise on the Disney Destiny, we had a few cast members who really made a big difference and added a little bit of pixie dust to our cruise, so we wanted to make sure that we gave them a proper thank you. Now, unlike in the parks where you can just go into the app and add your cast compliment, you actually have to do it with a pen and paper. On our last Disney cruise on the Destiny, I went to Guest Services and asked if there was a way to do it in the app. They told me no, you have to use pen and paper. Now, maybe you had a different experience and you were able to do it in the Navigator app. If that's the case, let me know in the comments down below. But as of a few months ago, from the time of filming, you were unable to do it in the app. You had to do it with a pen and paper and then hand it back to Guest Services. Number 3 is to adjust or add extra gratuities. Now, while you were thinking about the incredible Disney Cruise Line staff, if you want to add an extra tip to your stateroom host or maybe your servers, instead of handing over cash, you could actually do this at Guest Services. You can have it added to your room tab. We prefer to do this. We don't like having a lot of cash on hand, so if you are the same, head over to Guest Services. You can let them know the amount you would like to tip extra and they will add that for you. Number 4, hit those last chance ship spots. Take a final lap around the ship. If there is a specific lounge, a deck space, or a photo spot in the atrium you've been meaning to check out but haven't yet, make it a priority today. For example, we hit up Edge on the last day of our Disney Destiny cruise because the kids wanted to check it out. Cruise time flies and you don't want to go home and wish that you had gone into the Haunted Mansion parlor or had a beignet at Tiana's. Make sure you hit up all those last minute spots. Number 5 is to have a plan for those wet bathing suits. If you or the kids plan to hit the pools or slide one last time on that final afternoon, remember that those swimsuits are going to be wet when you pack. Make sure you have a dedicated wet bag or grab some heavy-duty Ziploc bags. And here's a pro tip. If you hate the idea of packing damp clothes, run them down to the ship's self-service laundry room and toss them in the dryer for a few minutes so they're bone dry before they go into your luggage. There is nothing worse than coming home with a wet bathing suit that gets all of your clothes wet. And make sure you have enough wet bags for everybody. We're a party of 5, so I always bring 2 with me so I can fit all of our bathing suits in there. Number 6, do a no stone unturned room sweep. When you start packing, check everywhere. I mean, under the bed, inside the safe, on your veranda, up in the pull-down bunk bed, on all the hooks, on all the shelves, all the drawers, the beverage cooler. Leave no stone unturned. Chargers, favorite stuffed animals, and jewelry are the most common things left behind, so do a thorough eyes on everything sweep of the stateroom. I'm talking to you moms out there because if your kids are anything like mine, they cannot sleep without their stuffed animals, so make sure those come home with you. Number 7, pack your last night, last morning carry-on bag or carry off bag. Now, if you are participating in the onboard luggage service, where you leave your luggage outside your stateroom the night before disembarkation, you must keep a dedicated bag for your final night and your next morning. The bags that are going outside of your stateroom door, you will not see those until you get off the ship. Once you disembark, you're in the terminal, that's the next time you'll see those bags. So make sure you keep things like your medication, toiletries, pajamas, your clothes for the next day, your shoes for the next day, your wallet, your passport, your key to the world cards, all the things that you will need in order to sleep the last night and to get off the ship the next day. You do not want to be the person walking off the cruise ship in their pajamas and slippers because you forgot to pack your shoes and a change of clothes. Number 8, Final call at the gift shops. If you have been eyeing a specific Disney Cruise Line sweatshirt, a t-shirt, a mug, an ornament, go and buy it today, meaning your last day on the cruise. Once the gift shop closes on that final night, that is it. You cannot go the next morning. That is your last chance to get any Disney Cruise Line specific merch. So get your souvenirs before the shop closes so that you don't go home and wish, oh, why didn't I get that Christmas ornament? Because then you'll have to wait till your next Disney cruise, which you will definitely book, because if you've been on a Disney cruise, everyone knows you will be back. Number 9, request your stateroom souvenirs. Now, speaking of souvenirs, did you know you can actually buy the amenities in your room? If you fell in love with those high quality Disney Cruise Line hand towels or the pillowcases, you can actually purchase brand new versions. Just make sure you let your stateroom host know on that last day, or go down to guest services and let them know. Really try to do this earlier in your cruise, but obviously if you want them, let them know on that last day, because disembarkation day, you're out of luck. And the earlier you let them know on that last day, the better. We actually bought the hand towels when we were on the Disney Magic. I actually have one in my bathroom right now. I'm actually gonna show you in real time so you guys know I'm serious. We have these towels, and you guys, they are great quality. We have a couple of them. When we go on the Disney Fantasy, we're definitely gonna get more. Okay, I'm back. So if you wanna order any of those things, make sure that you let your stateroom host know, or you go down to guest service and let them know, because you gotta get them before you get off the ship. Number 10, audit your snacks for customs. Before you finish packing, organize your snacks. Any open food items need to be thrown away before you get off the ship. Customs and Border Protection has incredibly strict rules about agricultural products. So to avoid getting pulled aside in a long, painful customs line because you left a banana in your bag, make sure you are only disembarking with prepackaged, unopened food. We always go through our snack bag the night before we leave to make sure we discard any open snacks that my kids may have opened and not finished, because again, you don't want to have the hassle of getting pulled when you're disembarking from the ship. Number 11, book your placeholder cruise. Do not leave the ship without booking your placeholder cruise. Now, if you are going on your first Disney cruise, chances are you will probably be hooked by the end. And if you are a veteran cruiser, then you already know that you will be back. So make sure you book that placeholder. Booking that placeholder in the app gets you 10% off your next Disney cruise. You have to use it within 24 months, and the deposit is fully refundable. So if it's within your budget, it's a no-brainer. But you must do it before you step off the ship. Make sure it's done on your last day if you haven't done so already. Once your feet touch that pier, that discount is gone forever. Number 12 is go to the See You Real Soon party. And I have a bonus tip in there as well, so pay attention. You absolutely have to go to the See You Real Soon party. I missed it on our very first cruise on the Disney Wish. I was also 21 weeks pregnant and super tired, but I would have rallied had I known about it. This is such a great way to say farewell to your cruise. I look forward to it on every cruise. Yes, it's sad, but it's just a part of the cruise experience, and there is no better way to end your cruise than by going to the See You Real Soon party. Now, I have a huge bonus tip for you here. Do not line up in front of the stage. We made this mistake on our second Disney cruise. We were on the Disney Dream and we got right in front of the stage. And the thing we didn't know is that you have 15 minutes to meet as many characters as possible. So how it works is there's like a little opening goodbye ceremony, which is usually super short. We've been on 4 cruises now, and it was super short on every single one. Then they give you 15 minutes to meet as many characters as you can, and then they have the closing ceremony, and that's really like the meat of the show. So don't worry about where you are in like the beginning, because the meat of the show is towards the end. So what you need to do is position yourself by where the characters meet. So on the Disney Magic, we asked a cast member like where the characters were meeting. So we waited right where Goofy was. We were the first people on his line, and we actually knocked out 5 characters in that 15 minutes. And then when we were on the Disney Destiny, we knew where Pluto and Donald were going to be, so we went over there. We were the first ones to meet Donald, and as we were like wrapping up with Donald, we went and met Pluto, and we were the first ones to meet him because he was like kind of coming out as we were finishing up with Donald. So we went from Donald to Pluto to Daisy, and then Mickey and Minnie. We were able to get them in at the very end. So you can really knock out a lot of characters in 15 minutes if you are strategic. Now, just so you're prepared, Disney Cruise Line does make this process super fast. So basically, whoever's in your party, you get 1 photo with your entire party. They take it on your phone. There's no autograph signings. They want to get as many families in as possible. So just be prepared going in that it's a very fast process. But again, you can knock out 5 characters, at least we did back-to-back cruises, in 15 minutes, which is probably the fastest you will ever knock out characters on Disney Cruise all at once. ever. Now, as always, I want to hear from you. What are your must-dos on your last day of a Disney cruise? And also, what will you apply from today's list on your next Disney cruise? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, if you want to know all about disembarkation and the best strategies for that, then make sure you click this video next. And if you made it all the way to the end of the video, leave me a sailboat emoji in the comments down below.